You say everybody hates Chris, huh? Is it because of his jokes? Well, he must have felt the hate or something because Chris Rock, quote unquote, stormed out in the middle of his comedy set at billionaire Anthony Pratt's Christmas party. Child, they ain't inviting him in. Yeah, like that. Well, not really. But it is said by partygoers that Chris Rock, quote unquote, stormed out in the middle of his comedy set at billionaire's Anthony Pratt's Christmas party. Did he see Will Smith or something? The 59-year-old comedian did a surprise set at Pratt's holiday party, according to the Post. Anthony Pratt is an heir billionaire of a company that manufactures paper in Australia, also have close ties to the incoming president, if not ties to all of them. So he makes paper, therefore having paper. However, Chris Rock's set was abruptly shortened following a joke he made that many would describe as tasteless. Rock has remained fairly under the radar since he was slapped by Will Smith during the 2022 Oscars. I know Will is wondering why his name keep coming up when Chris Rock's name comes up to something. That's because we thought you probably slapped some sense into him. Now y'all remember that Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife Jada Pickett Smith, bald head?
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Nick, my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
The slap garnered divided reaction from fellow Hollywood stars and fans, but the Academy condemned it. Smith was banned from the Academy event for 10 years, and Smith was also allowed to keep his Oscar for his role in King Richard. Well, however, the slap that was heard around the world hasn't deterred Chris Rock from making inappropriate jokes. So after Chris told the joke about Jada Baldhead that following August 22, he was slammed for making a joke about Nicole Brown Simpson's tragic murder while performing in Arizona. He joked that he would not host the Academy Award again because it would be like asking Brown Simpson to go back to the restaurant where she left her eyeglasses before she was killed, according to the Arizona Republic. Simpson was stabbed to death in 1994, and her ex-husband, O.J. Simpson, stood trial for murder in one of the most highly publicized cases in history. He was acquitted, but the verdict was controversial. Somebody wrote, "The more Chris Rock talks, the more you begin to see why Will Smith smacked the fire out of him." One person receiving more than 14,000 likes. Yeah, and the next person says, "Yeah, Chris Rock, You getting slapped for talking S and Nicole Brown Simpson's brutal murder are totally comparable events. Great analogy. You totally care about violence against women. Fully clear to us now. So the joke that he recently made, he joked at the billionaire's party. Our new push will be outer space. We'll put all Mexicans on the rocket. The Post Cindy Adams, who attended the soiree, said Rock saw something audience did not that upset him. He shouted that he wasn't supposed to be taped, video, reported, or whatever else was supposed to happen. Rock then barreled forcefully through people to the exit doors without explaining why. Now, without a second hesitation, he stormed out, never to return. And that's how one person reported. Others have said that when the comedian noticed children in the audience, which made his adult theme material unsuitable for the situation, additionally, cameras were filming the performance despite prior agreement not to do so, which added to his frustration. But wasn't he a surprise act? I can understand the frustration of having children in an adult scene, but it wasn't like he was scheduled. So, however, I don't remember Chris Rock's stand up being really, really vulgar or really, really funny. How Chris became visibly upset and shouted that he didn't want anyone to record him before storming off the stage and pushing through the crowd toward the exit. This incident was sparked at lots of discussion on social media, with some criticizing Rock for his etiquette and the controversial joke he made before leaving. It was initially thinking that he probably saw Will or some resemblance of Will in the audience that spooked him from going further with those tasteless, unfunny jokes. I believe that is why many of us gave him a break, because his jokes were not funny. He didn't want to be recorded with evidence of him telling jokes to appease those with like minds. So he was at the wrong party telling xenophobic jokes at a soon-to-be immigrant billionaire in the United States, as it has been recorded. Now, it's definitely an interesting turn of events, especially considering Rock's relatively low profile since the infamous Oscar slap incident in 2022. And yes, we're going to bring your name up every time Chris does something crazy. But leave your comments below. Thank you for supporting my channel just by watching this video. And if you would like to join our community of gossip and lifestyle, please subscribe below and hit that like button. Thank you. Bye for now.